Our next fellow this evening is Rosemary Newell. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Or Ro to her friends and colleagues. Ro is, according to a senior and long-standing colleague, the power behind the throne, the backroom queen of TV channel output from BBC One to Channel 4 to ITV. During her long and distinguished career, she has arguably been one of the most influential people in shaping British TV. When you look at the history of terrestrial television over the last 20 years, Ro's fingerprints are all over it. She has, colleagues say, a brain like a supercomputer, very mathematical, very logical, but unusual in a scheduler, no offense. She blends it with very high levels of emotional intelligence and an intuitive understanding and sympathy for the arts of commissioning and of production. Indeed, someone who has worked with her on and off for many years says she's one of the wisest, smartest people in TV. And having worked with her myself, I can tell you that that is absolutely true. Ro began as a scheduler at the BBC before being poached by Channel 4, initially as head of programme planning and strategy, but soon to controller of broadcasting, and then the top job of head of channel management for all Channel 4's properties, Channel 4, E4, More 4, and Film 4. She ended up being one of Channel 4's longest-serving top execs, and then after 13 years, she left, having seen it go from being a single channel to a fully fledged digital portfolio. After a spell as a consultant, followed by nearly 5 years at Discovery Networks International, where she was Senior Vice President, Programming and Content Operations, Ro was lured to ITV to head up digital channels and acquisitions. From there, she rose to be Director of Programming and Strategy for ITV Channels, and then to her present Uber role as Director of Content for ITV Media and Entertainment, in which, among many other things, she has been instrumental in the planning and content strategy of ITVX. Everyone agrees that Ro absolutely loves TV. She's a massive fan of Corrie, as all the best people are, and she's also apparently rather fond of BBC Two's Only Connect, although she's been known to pause the questions on occasion, which is just cheating, as far as I can tell. To give herself more time to answer, which I think is understandable, given that most of the questions appear to be about Egyptian hieroglyphs or some such, as far as I can tell. Slightly more surprisingly, she is also, I'm told, a big fan of zoos. Zoological gardens. She apparently has an ambition to eventually visit every zoo in the world. Now I'm sure there's a gag in here somewhere about big beasts, Kevin Ligo, and a locked cage, but I can't immediately put those things together. Ladies and gentlemen, our new RTS fellow, Rosemary Newell.
Who told you the stuff about zoos? Honestly, nobody is more surprised than me to be standing here. I can't believe I'm in the company of everybody in this room. I feel incredibly honoured and privileged, so thank you very, very much to the RTS. I've been in this business, this glorious business of ours, for over 30 years. I feel as if I've gone through many, many revolutions. It's been an extraordinary time. I've taken, when scheduling was the dark art, that's what we all used to say, I've been to press, if everybody knows what is familiar with that term, 1,500 times. So I think I've done enough, but hey. My dear friend and boss, Kevin Ligo, has always described me as the clerk. So everything you've just said and that description slightly don't go together, but anyway. It's been an absolute blast, and I'd like to say to all the people in the room whose shows I have helped, I hope you were pleased, and anybody that whose shows I helped to kill, I'm very, very sorry. But look, thank you very, very much. I hope everyone has a great evening, and as I say, I feel humbled and very, very honoured and privileged to be here. So thank you.